Welcome to Flying Smoke. Today marks yet another day. I was contacted by a company called INKBIRD. They sent me this. You want to know what it is? Watch the video. All right. As you can see, nice package. It feels like it was wrapped in insulated paper. So we'll just try to cut around so we don't damage anything. Okay. All right. So here we go. I'll move this out of the way. So what we have is the INKBIRD Plus Smoking Gun. We found the smoking gun. Low noise. It's got a disc lid. That would be for well, I did some research on it, and you could basically sit this lid on top of a glass. Because I've seen a lot of them that have this big bowl, and it looks really cool. This seems much more practical. All right, let's open it up. Okay. Inside you have your paperwork, smoking gun ISG 001, safety instructions, basically the product structure, operational diagrams, package contents, everything that's in here. I'll set this to the side. This is your disc. Feels like glass. I don't know. Let's find out. Nope, it's plastic. But basically, you put this on top of a drink, put the smoke tube through there, voila. This goes over here, and I have a nosy. What are you doing? The Greyhound nosiness. Here's parts. This looks like a pair of tweezers and a little mesh screen and a little brush. This looks like your smoking tube. Yeah. Have no idea what that is, but we'll find out. Looks fancy. And you have the INKBIRD down here at the bottom. If I can get this out without bumping the camera, that will be a feat in and of itself. Yay. All right, this is it. I thought it would be very heavy. It is not. It's kind of light. That's good. Let's finish taking this stuff out. Okay, you have a little, this looks like where you would put the chips in. Yes. Okay. All individually packaged. Let's tear this off because I don't have patience. Move this over here. Yeah, this looks like it fits. Yep. And then I would assume you put a screen in here so you don't get debris down inside. And you have, it said, I believe, 6 different kinds of wood chips. You have apple. Have hickory, one of my favorites. Can he dig this out? I don't know. Come on. If you saw what I look like right now trying to hang over this thing, I don't do a lot of unboxing videos, but the fine folks at INKBIRD asked me to do it, and I am complying because they were nice enough to send me this product. I'm not being paid for it. They just said, hey, we would like to get our product out there. We like your videos. And here we are. Come on out of there. One in Rome, or in this case, Tennessee. So we have, that's a new one. I've never tried that before. And that's it. That's the box is empty, so I'm going to move this out of the way. All right. So we have the INKBIRD. You have pear, apple, hickory, beech, oak, and cherry. Now, because if you watch my videos, you know I barbecue and smoke, I have used all but pear and beech. I use these two all the time. Actually, anybody that's got a pellet grill use oak all the time. It's one of the main ingredients in there. Cherry I use for barbecue for, honestly, Cherry, just easy to remember this. Cherry, cheater ring, makes a nice big smoke ring. And apple too. But these two, beech and pear, I'm gonna have to research because I have no idea what they taste like. But these are your parts that will go and put this thing together. And we're gonna try it on several different things and see what we like. So let's get to cooking this. Now we got it open. See you in a minute. I followed the directions, really simple. Put the screen inside here and the little chamber like this for holding the wood or the media. And I attached the pole or the tube, and it's got a nice little fancy aluminum end on it. All right, so what I've got here is I've got basically French onion dip. It's a Lipton's cup of soup mix and sour cream. Then I'll bring you over here in a second and I'm going to show you what we're going to do with the meats. And today we're going to be using tried and true hickory. All right, let's take a look at the meats. All right, so I've got a salmon fillet, I've got a New York strip, and a pork chop. All they have is salt and pepper on them because I didn't want to taint the meats with any weird flavors because a lot of stuff have, smoke in it and whatever. I want the smoke to come from this. I've got cling wrap on here. I'm going to put another piece on here right now, and then we're going to get this thing started. And I have a torch we use sometime for dessert that I'm going to light the hickory chips with, and we'll do that in just a second. All right, so basically I've got the INKBIRD ready to go. I'm going to take the hickory, and just a little bit of wood chips are going in here. And I'm underneath the kitchen vent right now. I don't know how much to put in, it doesn't really say. Just putting a few in. These are really dry little wood chips. I would imagine, Ewan from INKBIRD, I could ask him, but I would imagine any wood chips will work in this as long as they're really dry. All right, so let's put the meat in the back and this in the back. I would highly recommend you use regular Glad wrap. This specialty stuff it's okay, but I don't know. So it says basically to start the fan, which you just put the fan on, and then you light it off. And there it goes, making smoke. I don't know if you have to keep doing this, but I might do it. There it goes. All right, so I'm gonna stick this in here. Close this up, and this goes over here. It does smell like hickory smoke. Definitely want to do this in a place that's well ventilated. All right, that's pretty thick right now, so I'm going to go ahead and turn it off. And I'm trying to keep this stuff going out. Like I said, regular Glad wrap would probably work better. And I'll have my camera lady come over. I mean, you can actually see the smoke moving around in there. I mean, you can see it. I'm trying not to knock too much out of it. It's 5 till 7. We're going to let it sit till 5 after 7. That gives it about 10 minutes for the smoke to sit in there. Believe it or not, you can still see the smoke underneath it. Again, this cling wrap is not as clear, but it actually works better in contest, so that's why we use it. It's clean and it's clear. You can actually see what's going on in there. We'll be back 5 after 7. It's been 10 minutes. All right, so Alexa even knows that. How about that? All right, so I'm going to take this off the meat. And believe it or not, there's still a little bit of you can't really see it, but there's still a little bit of vapor trail on there. Throw this away. Yeah, we're not a professional studio. We're just competition cooks that like to do this, and every once in a while somebody gets and sends us something. So, what I'm going to do is I'll have Michelle come over and take a quick shot of the meat, what it looks like. It doesn't look any different. I think you could long smoke this. This is basically cold smoking. We do this all the time with cheese and stuff like that. You can do it with chicken, you cold smoke meats. Well, you smoke them for a long time. This thing's supposed to be really intense, so we'll find out. So I'm going to do the steak in a cast iron skillet, so I'm going to get that going. And I'm going to do the pork chop in the Ninja here, the little air fryer deal. And the salmon when we're done, because Michelle's not a huge fan of salmon, but I'll try that later. And we can see if there's any smoke on them, because there has been no smoke added to these things at all. Just, well, other than the INKBIRD. But there's no smoke flavorings, there's no liquid smoke, there's no nothing. These are just right grocery store, bam, right there. But I'm kind of dying to know if this worked on the little one. This might give us a hint. So I'm going to take this dip. It's a prelim. You can taste the smoke. It's really intense on the top. So I'm going to stir it in. You can actually see a little bit on the top where it changed its color. Just kiss the smoke. There you go, babe. Want to try it? Just a kiss of smoke. Anyway. So we know it does work.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, you got it? Okay. So we'll start the cooking process and we'll just kind of, it's not a cooking video, it's an INKBIRD video. So we'll kind of come through, not halfway through, and we'll see how everything's going. Stay tuned. All right, so this is the steak that we smoked. And this is a plain steak with the same seasonings on it, salt, pepper, and garlic, or salt and pepper rather. And I put a little slit right in here. Just to, you know, whatever. Let's go over to the pork chops. Did the same thing with those. All right, this is the smoked one, and this is the not smoked one. So that's 4 minutes on one side. Let's give it a quick flip in the air fryer. And I'll do a quick temperature check. 105, 106, we're fine. We'll do this for a few more minutes. And we'll come back. All right, meat's done. So let's take off the smoked steak. And you can see the big V in here with the unsmoked steak. All right, moment of truth. We'll cut it down the center here. And normally I'd put butter, and well, anybody that follows me on Facebook or whatever, let these things rest a few minutes, whatnot. I'm going to cut it right down the center. Just get a little chunk right there. All right, let's do the smoked one first. It's probably going to be really hot because it literally just came off, but it's done. It's a medium. Pretty good. Just a little bit of smoke. A hint. The non-smoke. Salt and pepper. I would tell you this. If I was doing this and I really wanted to do it right, everybody always says, oh, 5 minutes. I watched one from Google Foods. Great channel. Go check it out. Sous vide everything. They did it for 5 minutes. I would do it for longer. I would let that smoke seep in. But you know, that's the cool thing about it is you can do whatever you want. The INKBIRD makes it easy. Now the camera lady is probably wanting a piece of New York strip. You can't see this. They can still hear you. What do you think?
It's good. I like it.
It's just salt and pepper. A little kiss of smoke on the outside, just a little. And then the control steak with nothing. Ooh. First one's better, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, wow. I'm impressed.
Secret weapon.
Okay. So we'll put the smokestack on top like we're at an SCA contest looking for the doneness. If you don't know what that means, ask me. And we're going to go ahead and deep dive into the pork. All right. Cook the pork up to about 160 degrees. Nice little chops. Again, this one over here is the one with the no smoke in it. It's the V. So we'll do the same thing with the pork chops. Is this how you eat at your house? Welcome to the world of competitive cooking. Cut it down the center. All right, I'm going to take this one here, cut that here like that, cut it in half. I'll get this one. I can taste the smoke on that one better. Oh yeah, I can definitely taste it better in the pork.
Still smoking.
Still smoke. Is it flying smoke? Okay. I can definitely taste the smoke on that one. It was 10 minutes. That's not that much. Okay, need the fork.
Oh,
Thank you. Now the unsmoked one. Same thing as before. Take this one piece here, cut it in half. Salt and pepper. That's it. Salt and pepper. The smoke definitely better.
darn.
I mean, I was surprised. I mean, it's like I'm
Definitely.
chewing with my mouth open here. Sorry, but I got to tell you, I can taste the difference here. And we're gonna do the 2 thumbs up from the camera lady. Awesome. So, in conclusion, before we do our final wrap up, the INKBIRD, I'm impressed. It's easy to use. It's convenient. If you live in an apartment, someplace that you don't have a garage full of smokers like we do, this is a great little tool. So we're going to cook the salmon. That's not going to be on here because really it's already one. If I had to do the salmon over, which I may do, I may put the smoke on the salmon and let it sit for like 30 minutes because I really like smoked salmon. And I might let you know what that's like in the post wrap up. Anyway, here's my final input. INKBIRD Plus, 2 thumbs up. Especially for those of you that don't have the sickness like we do, and you have a garage not filled with cars, but filled with smokers. Plus the fact that you get to take this in your kitchen and do this little cool presentation for your guests, and it makes you look like you know what you're doing because it's really easy. If you want to see how easy it is to order, watch this. Just go to Amazon. We've all done it. Type in INKBIRD Smoking Gun or INKBIRD Plus, and it will bring up the product. There are 3 different versions of it. You can order the regular one like I had. You can have a model with more gadgets on it, or the ones with all the bells and whistles, and you can see it comes with pretty cool stemware. And you can also go to the INKBIRD store, and they have a lot of other products that you can shop for, and it's great. We loved it. And Michelle's already got some ideas for a contest, and she's nationally ranked in ancillary right now, so you know that's a plus. An INKBIRD Plus. We'll see you next time at Flying Smoke. Thank you for watching, and if you haven't already, which you should have, click subscribe, ring the bell. We should be putting out more videos shortly. And you know what? Maybe even a charcoal video. We'll see you soon.